Good day and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm on another adventure in Trinidad. I'm with the one and only Sherian Pascal. Honestly, to me, she's the best tour guide in Trinidad and Tobago. Her smile alone will invite you. You become her best friend. You look. Don't worry, you will see her just now. We are on an adventure today. We are going down to Clarkston Bay, up a hill, to see a headless statue of a girl who died back in 1909. But I won't continue until we get there. I want to keep you in suspense. Sherian, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
So tell me about this adventure. You said when you used to go on tours, you used to talk about it, and today is the first time you're actually going there.
I'm so glad you invited me to come and experience it, because I've been talking about it for probably the past 20 years.
Oh Lord.
Every time we pass there. But all I can talk about is what I've heard. So now I'm getting the chance to see it. I've got the shoes, man. I've got the shoes.
Nice one.
I've got the shoes.
Good. So let us see what we can do, and we're going.
All right.
We have arrived. We are just going to make sure we get the right directions before we get up there.
man call it.
Sherian is doing her hair. She was making sure the hair doesn't hamburg her as she's walking up.
Correct.
Nice. All right.
Get the hair up.
And we're good to go.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. So we're walking up this track. You can see the statue all ahead of us, up on the... Wait, straight ahead. Up on the hill there.
What the hell?
So we're walking up. Look at you, you're walking as if you are used to all this. Me, I'm already out of breath. Shame on me, man. Whoa. Try to keep up with you. You're not easy, man. Hey, what the hell is this, man? Old age or what?
Well, boy.
What?
I hope we're going the right way, you know.
Well, once it's free, no problem. Because it's in the middle of the place there. But Sherry, we should go more to your right hand side.
Go more to the right?
Yeah, because it's right, it's straight ahead.
So like, okay. So I'm wondering if I should get to that ridge there?
Hoping it's straight ahead.
Along this ridge here?
Yeah, because it's right in the middle down there. Wow. I'm tired already. Hey. All right.
This
Careful.
is lantana.
Is what?
Lantana.
What's that?
A flower that butterflies love.
Okay. All right. I'll make it up there. Oh.
All right.
It's very steep.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. Hey, my camera's right at the back. Your bumpy.
Yeah.
Right at the back there.
Oh God.
I said, what am I making at? All right. Careful, careful, careful too. What? How are we going to come back down? I wonder.
Ouch.
What?
Okay, so I think we chose
The wrong
the
way.
most difficult.
Oh man. Ah. Yes.
All
All right.
So I think when we're coming up, we should pass, when we're going down, we pass by the house.
Okay, okay. I think it looks better than me. All right.
Okay, so I think we're on now.
Yes. Nice view.
So we're on the ridge.
Watch it, watch it, watch it. Wow. So do you believe about this? The thing about the mad woman that cut the head off? She was insane, and she was talking to the statue, and the statue didn't answer her, so she cut it off with a machete.
My issue with that
Yeah.
has to do with what material that was used in the sculpture. So, for example, in Angelo Bisesar Singh's story,
Yeah.
he was saying that the statue, first he said the statue was really made out of terracotta. It was a terracotta statue. Now, if that is the case, that would make it easy possibly for somebody to cut off the head.
Okay.
Then later on in his story, he said that the father imported marble. So I don't think that marble is easy to just cut off with a cutlass or a machete.
Right.
So as we get up closer, I guess we'll get to see exactly what material it was possibly made from.
It looked like it was a big statue. Wow. Nice. We reach.
Wow.
Finally, after how many years? You 20 years. Me about the same too. What? Look at this. Lovely. This was put here since 1909.
Okay, that's what you heard.
That's what I heard.
Well, let me give you those that I've heard. I'll give you 3 of them. All right. So the first one I would mention is by Mr. Glenn Beadon.
Glenn Beadon, my friend.
Right. So Mr. Glenn Beadon, he was doing research on Forest Park estate. Is Forest Park?
Yeah, Forest Park.
Right, Forest Park estate.
Yeah.
So Forest Park was, of course, a sugarcane estate.
Right.
And I think in his research, he was saying that hardly anything was said about Forest Park. So he started to do his own research. Because, of course, he was involved in the trams and trains and so on. So he wanted to know, well, what happened in this area. He said in what he has seen is that it would be amiss of him not to mention anything about this infamous statue that is here. What he said is that the statue was constructed, yes, but how it lost its torso and its head was not as many of these stories say that a woman came and cut it off. What he was saying is that they were plowing the field with a tractor, and the tractor person that was plowing it accidentally hit the statue and it broke.
But Sherry, Plowing? This is a hill.
Yeah, but you forget all of this area was sugarcane.
Was it flat before?
It was never flat. It has always been rolling hills
Yeah,
of
but a tractor
sugarcane.
up here?
Yes, why not? They plowed all along the ridge and so on.
Okay.
Remember when they have to put their train lines or tram lines?
Right.
It would be passing over areas just like this. So it's not impossible to think that a tractor was plowing the area. But that is what he said.
Okay.
So he, in his statement, said that it lost its head because he saw the head. He said he came up here and he saw this head was here for many years.
Oh, on the ground?
On the ground for many, many years it was here.
Okay.
He said the part with the snake has to do with the fact that the statue was actually a statue of the Virgin Mary standing on a snake head, which is not a crazy depiction because there are depictions of the Virgin Mary standing on a snake. So he said that is where the part with the snake came in. So it was a statue of the Virgin Mary and she was standing on a snake head. So that is what he was saying. So he said it has nothing to do with any girl that died. And now it's not strange. It is not strange to think because on estates where you had Spanish people owning the estate, they would always pay homage to a patron saint.
Yes.
So it's not an odd thing for them to decide that they would put a statue of the Virgin Mary here.
Okay.
All right. So that is his opinion of it.
Right.
Then we have a story given by Angelo Bisesar Singh.
Yes.
His story was that the girl was the only daughter of the Spanish owner.
Right.
And she loved to play. She was 12 years old.
Okay.
And she was always up and down all through the bamboo. This was her little playground, as it were.
Yeah.
And one day, she was bitten by a venomous snake.
Okay.
When she was bitten by this venomous snake, of course, he said it was at the time where getting access to medical care was not easy. And so the child eventually died. The father was grief-stricken, of course, over the death of his child. He found the highest point on the forest park area, buried her right here. So this is supposed to be a grave site.
Is it a true story?
I don't know. This is why I'm telling you all the versions that I've heard.
Right.
So he said that she is actually buried under here. And the father erected this statue of the Virgin Mary over her. This is his monument to her. Now, my only little issue with his version is that first he said the sculpture was made out of terracotta. Then later on he said marble, in that the father imported marble and constructed the statue of the Virgin Mary using, of course, the fire bricks as the platform. So you're seeing all the fire bricks here. And then erected the statue on top of it. He also have the version that it lost most of the top because a lady was speaking to the statue.
She was insane,
the
right?
Statue, right? Statue was not responding.
Yes.
She got up on top and she dismembered the statue.
Yes.
So that is his version.
Okay.
Then we have the Louis Homer version.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Louis Homer, he died many years ago and he was one of our noted historians.
Yeah.
And he said he spoke to someone that used to work on the estate, Mr. Sidas, I believe was his name. And he knew about the statue. So in this story, it is said that in 1909, the overseer or the manager of the estate had his daughter, his one and only daughter.
Yeah.
He was a Spanish man. And this daughter, he saw her in a compromising position with an indentured laborer. Yes. He was not pleased about it one bit.
Yes.
So he confronted his daughter and gave her a sound licking, as we said, and forbade her from having a relationship with this Indian boy. The daughter would have none of that. She loved him, and that is what she wanted. So he decided that he would hatch a plan to kill the young boy. He told the persons from the estate who was loyal to him that of what his plans were of killing him. All right. So one of them informed Maria of what her father was planning and told her to tell him to leave the area. You know, so that person said, listen, your boyfriend going to, the owner going to do something. The overseer going to do something. Tell him to leave. So she, in her quest to find him, left her home. Maybe it was somewhere around down there, I have no idea. But left to find him. And while she was on her way to do that, she was bitten by a venomous snake. She did not take on the fact that she was bitten. She kept on running on her way to him. And it is said that she fell off the hill. Okay. So understand, it wasn't the snake that killed her, because we don't have any snakes that will kill you so quickly in Trinidad. Okay. But what may have done her in is falling off and dying. Right. So she may have fallen off the hill, rolled and died. So the father was, of course, grief-stricken about that whole matter and decided that he would find the highest point on Forest Park, construct a statue where he can always look upon the Virgin and continually ask for forgiveness for where he eventually led his daughter, that is, to her death. They said they have no idea whatever happened to the young boy, whether he was found, whether he was killed, nobody knows. But that is the story of this statue. Now, the plot kind of thickens because when eventually we built that highway you're seeing there, and that was in the 1970s, people said they sighted the apparition of a girl crossing the highway.
Yes, a ghost.
And with that, it caused a number of accidents. And there are people saying that for like 40 years, without fail, many accidents happening in this area. And persons saying that they saw this ghost of a girl crossing the highway. So they said it is Maria crossing the highway to warn her lover. Because of course at the time when she died, 1909, there was no road here, no highway here. So she may have been going further along to the estate on the opposite side to warn him. So whether or not they saw a ghost, whether or not they were coming down too fast, whether or not they were drunk and driving drunk, coming wrong a curve, lose control, it was blamed on the spirit of Maria crossing the highway to meet her lover. And with regard to the statue losing, it is said also in Mr. Homer's story, because the statue may have lost its head also around the 1970s, that a lady, deranged, came up to the statue, speaking to the statue, did not get a response, and she decided that she would cut off the statue's head. Now, my problem with that is, I mean, she has to be really strong to wield a cutlass to cut off half, because this, all you're seeing is up to the thigh. So this is just the thigh right here, because you're seeing the knee and the fabric draped around. Don't mind the termites' nest. So the fabric is draped around. So most of it got cut off. So I tend to be a little skeptical over the fact that a lady cut off the statue. But nevertheless, I mentioned the three versions of Maria. So this is the statue that was built as a monument for Maria based on Mr. Homer's story.
Friends, you see why I had to come with Sherry Ann? She has it locked down. Locked down. Three versions. Imagine, three versions.
I have three versions.
I only know about one. It's three.
Oh my God.
Woo! Nice. Yes,
Adios,
we are heading back down now after this adventurous tour with the one and only tour guide, Sherry Ann Pascal.
Hello.
One and only. Yes. We're walking back down now. I don't know which one is better, whether coming up or going down. All right, let's see how it goes.
Oh, is that Kobo?
Hmm?
I there wondering what is that making all that noise?
Oh, a Kobo. We are interfering in its area,
Yeah,
in its space, its personal space.
All right, so we could either go down there.
It's kind of steep.
That way we'll be rolling, or you know,
better try and just walk down straight down.
Or maybe it will have a.
Yeah. Man, you're really fit. What? Oh Lord! Hey. Oh, it's catching you up with me, man. What is this?
So when we were coming in, where these trees are, there's a kind of cliff.
Okay.
Yeah, it don't have a track going down.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. But this one, this driveway apparently going so on eventually. So
Well,
maybe.
Then let's walk back on the road then.
You want us to just walk on
yeah,
the road?
better that way before we're gonna fall on that slope there.
I don't think we'll
And then walk back to the car.
All right.
At least because we're close.
Well, I just hoping we ain't end up
We're
being
close.
blocked.
But let's find our way out. Since we're seeing the road there.
Yeah, there's not a drain there, right?
I don't think so. But we'll know when we get there. Let's see. Yeah, we made it. We're back on the main road, heading towards the car. That was a nice adventure, Sherry. How was it?
Hot.
So I didn't get that.
It was hot.
Hot? As in the weather was hot?
Yes.
All right, because you see, in the Caribbean, hot can mean many things, though.
You know.
You know?
Hot sun.
Hot sun, right.
Oh. So it wasn't too bad a walk, and I'm glad we got to do it in this season.
Yes. Yeah, man. Good.